Hi, my name is Candice. I'm a yoga instructor located in Orange County, California. Today, I'm going to teach a series of yoga postures using rapid release therapy. How many of you have heard texting neck? How many of you sit at a desk all day or commute so our shoulders, our neck get tight, we're uncomfortable, our lower back hurts? So today we are going to work on those particular areas of our body using rapid release therapy. I have two yoga blocks. If you don't have two yoga blocks, I'm sure you have a pillow. We're going to first start off though, seeing how mobile our neck is today. So let's take a long breath in, so nice and tall, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. And on your exhale, turn your gaze to the right. Once you turn your gaze to the right, I want you to lock your gaze on a specific spot and remember it. Then inhale, come back to center. And then on your next exhale, look to the left. Again, lock your gaze on a specific spot and remember it. Then inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And then slowly turn your chin to your right shoulder and then start to turn your gaze upwards. Again, we're going to memorize where our gaze lands. Inhale, bring your chin back to center. And then on your exhale, turn your gaze to the left and then upwards towards the sky. And then bring your head back to neutral, and then we'll see what we can do with our rapid release therapy device today. I'm going to start with the treatment disc, and then I'll start to move to different heads. So depending on what kind of intensity you want on your neck and shoulders is what you're going to choose. You're going to take your left hand to your right elbow, and then bring the treatment disc alongside your neck, and then start to roll up and down. You can start to turn your head towards the right. And now I'm going to switch heads. I'm going to use the large head. I'm going to move more towards the back, my upper back. Then I'll switch sides. Again, I'm going to start with the treatment disc. Left hand will carry it, right hand on my elbow, and I'll start to turn my gaze to the left. If you find an area that needs extra attention, hang out there longer. Now I'm going to switch heads to get a little bit more intense treatment. What's great about rapid release therapy is that it's an all-over treatment, unlike the percussive devices. So I can run along my neck. If it hits my cervical spine, it's okay. The next part I'm going to treat is underneath my arms. I'm going to use the treatment disc, or the large head, and you can rest your hand on your shoulder while you do this. Then I'll switch sides, taking my right hand onto my shoulder, finding the treatment head I want to use, and then run it along there. Feels really good. And then let's see where I'm at now. So I'm going to start to turn my head to the right, and now I can see behind me. I'll come back to center, I'll turn my head to the left. And again, I can see behind me. And I'll drop my chin to my chest to see what's going to happen here. And now I can really see the ceiling. My chin comes back down. I'll turn the other direction. And my gaze is much higher. So amazing. The next thing is you have the option again to use blocks. If you don't have blocks, then you'll just take your pillow and you'll fold it a third. So I'll first show you that because most of us will have a pillow to work with. We want to take it the higher level right between or right behind our sternum. And then I'll have the lower level to support my head. If you have lower back tension, definitely have your knees bent for this. I'm going to keep my knees bent. I'm going to relax my head. Notice now I'm getting a nice stretch to the front side of my body. A lot of our tension is coming from here when we're feeling that tightness in our neck and shoulders. So I'm gonna grab my device. I'll start on the right side using the treatment disc, running along my pecs, my chest muscles, my anterior delts, the front of my shoulders. I'll switch sides, you always want to balance. It feels amazing, by the way. You can switch heads. Again, I love the large tip. It's a little bit more intense, but it targets specific areas if you have a troublesome area. If you have yoga blocks, this is what it will look like. For most of us, we'll take the block on the lowest position, again behind our sternum. The second block is there if you want it. I prefer it as a pillow, so you can take it on the lowest position, the medium position, or even the tallest position. You want to make sure it's in the proper place so you don't compress too much into your vertebrae. The second block will be my pillow. I'm going to take it on the medium height, just like this. And again, my knees are bent to support my lower back. My feet are wide. And then I can take my rapid release device and do that same treatment I did when I was using the pillow. This one feels really great because I'm more elevated, so I get bigger stretch. The other stretch I love to do is supported bridge. If you're using a pillow, you can fold the pillow in half and it'll look like this. So you first want to come onto your back so you can safely move into this posture. Lift your hips up so my feet are about hip width apart. Slide your pillow underneath your glutes. So you want to make sure it's not where your lower back is, it's where your glutes is. And if you're really tight in your lower back, feel free to keep your knees bent. If you're okay, you can extend your legs out long. This is going to now stretch out your hip flexors, which are one of the main culprits of lower back tension. If you use blocks, it'll look like this. If you only have one block, that's totally fine. I personally like 2 blocks. You're going to take your 2 blocks, lowest position, side by side, it looks like this. Or if you are more flexible and you want more, you can bring your blocks to the medium height. So I'll show you both variations. So first come onto your back to safely move into this. Hips lift up, slide your 2 blocks underneath your sacrum, your tailbone area. Drop your hips down. If you want more, the blocks again, medium height, looks like this, and you'll drop your hips down. It'll be your choice if you want your knees bent or your legs extended out like this. Because most of us will have a pillow and not blocks, I will demonstrate with the pillow. Your choice again needs to be bent or extended. I'm going to start with the treatment disc and run along my hip flexor. You can also roll along on your hips. So tight hip flexors, tight hips can equate to lower back tension. You can always switch to different heads if you prefer. You want to switch hands when you use the other side, so you're balanced. Move along your glutes, or your outer glutes, your hips. Again, you can switch heads once your body feels more open. That's my preference. Once you're done, you want to reverse your way out so you safely move out of this pose. Lift your hips up, slide your blocks or pillows out, and slowly lower upper back first, mid back, and then lower back. I like to roll onto my side and then press back up into a seated position. So I hope you enjoyed these simple stretches with rapid release device.